Now, listen, you guys, Joe Budden is coming through with some allegations that Lil Wayne went into the studio after he did try to reach out to Kendrick Lamar and Kendrick ignored his phone call. We're also going to be talking about Bebe coming out here and defending Nicki Minaj. And at the same time, the Transformer is letting us in on her finances, basically breaking down every single bill that she's had to pay, and as usual, being self-contradicting. Now, these are some of the things that we are going to be talking about in this video. Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the tea blog. I trust you guys are doing well, and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great, you guys. I am doing extremely amazing. And without further ado, let us dive straight into today's team. So first of all, let us talk about Joe Budden and these allegations that he has. Now, he said on his podcast and basically alleged that, well, Lil Wayne tried to contact Kendrick to get some clarity on whether they've got a problem or not. And Kendrick, according to Joe Budden, ignored the man and did not pick up. Okay. Now, the conversation that Joe and his co-host proceed to have in this clip will have you baffled. Okay. The way they're talking about Kendrick is very interesting to me. Majority of them are actually saying that, well, Lil Wayne cannot go toe to toe with Kendrick because, well, Kendrick apparently has become this untouchable, person, this untouchable artist, this untouchable rapper that even, legends, they can't stand toe to toe with him. And it's very interesting when I see the narratives on the internet. I am not disputing that the boy can rap, but at the same time, it's the sudden hype for me that's beginning to be so transparent. This is becoming so forced. This is becoming so pushed. Like the push is now transparent even when it comes to media. Okay. And it's very interesting to me. You have the likes of Laffy Taffy Alien going out there talking about what Young Money should have and shouldn't have done. And the more you actually scrutinize this situation is the more you realize that this is a bigger thing. It's not just about Kendrick being this morally upright person that is not happy with Drake appropriating, okay? Because that was his own narrative when all of this was unfolding. He was like, well, you're not like us. Oh my God, you're this Karen and stuff like that. That was his initial narrative when all of this went down. But now I'm just like, okay, you're all for, black people and stuff like that. Now your next target is Lil Wayne because he complained about the Super Bowl sidelining him, because in all his complaints, I never saw him saying that he does not think that Kendrick deserves to be there or he does not think that he's a good enough rapper. It was more about him and that being held in his city. And so for him to be sleek with the words and stuff like that, it's beginning to feel like he's trying to bait Lil Wayne into a beef. And at this point, I would not put it past him that, well, he already has a couple of tracks lined out, for Lil Wayne. I'm sorry, but like this is what I'm beginning to think. If you don't agree with that, that's absolutely fine. But now it's beginning to feel like it's more about Young Money and less about Drake. It's not just Drake, okay? And I don't. At the same time, I would want to feel bad for Lil Wayne. Like a part of me does feel bad for him. A part of me does feel bad for Drake. But Drake has been a major beneficiary of the industry and its antics and the botting. So I'm just I'm gonna teach my heart, because sometimes I really do say, oh, Nicki shouldn't go hard for these people because they don't do the same. But if you're somebody who just does not like it when there's unfairness happening and there's propaganda that people are being fed, you will still find yourself calling out the unfairness regardless of how you feel about those particular people. So that's where I am right now. At this point, I don't appreciate Drake. I don't appreciate Lil Wayne for how they moved during the Nicki Minaj age train. But at the same time, it's still very sad watching everything happen, watching everything unfold, and watching the general public for the propaganda that the media is obviously propelling. And at this point, it is not a secret. You can tell that there's definitely somebody behind the scenes who's pulling strings, and it's bigger than just, oh, I'm standing up for what's right because I'm black. And Drake isn't exactly, and Drake has got a YT mother. It's deeper than that. Now you can tell. And I do hope that whether, I don't know whether what Joe was alleging is true or not, but if it's actually not true, I hope Lil Wayne does not fall into this trap, because to me, it's now giving people who are, throwing around some red, poison to basically make sure that the red takes the bait, and meanwhile, they're prepared for the battle. Meanwhile, they already have, the talking points that they're going to say on a track and stuff like that. But then again, Lil Wayne and Drake, this is what happens when you don't stand for anything. Okay, your enemies do know that if you're together, you're powerful. And if you're somebody who stands for something, trust me, people will respect it. But if you won't stand for anything, if you don't have backbone for anything, of course, they will take you for granted no matter how talented you are. The first mistake that these guys did, like both Drake and Lil Wayne, is when the industry first came for Nicki Minaj, they were testing the waters. They were trying to see how far their loyalty towards each other, would go. And the bigger plot has always been how powerful, how impactful they have been together as Young Money. And so, yeah, they tested them, did all they could with Nicki Minaj, literally tried to enter, tried to erase her, sent different people, and Lil Wayne was nowhere to be seen actively supporting Nicki Minaj in that. Drake was even dining with the enemies. And so, yeah, they realized that Young Money is no more. You guys are no longer sticking together, and you don't have backbone to defend one of your own. And that's how they weighed all of you. And now Kendrick is playing on your top like a war legend like Lil Wayne. And the entire industry is applauding that. The entire industry is saying Lil Wayne cannot go against Kendrick. The entire industry, even sports commenters, that Laffy Taffy alien is even on his show saying that, oh my God, Drake shouldn't have sued. It's crazy how everything is now unfolding. And it's crazy when Nicki Minaj first pointed that out. All of those Young Money people thought they could, if somebody doesn't like you, they don't like you. I don't know who needs to hear this, but listen, if somebody is jealous of you, if somebody is determined to destroy you, no matter how nice you are to them, that's not going to change anything. I want you guys to learn, even in workplaces, if people are treating you unfairly and you don't stand up for yourself, because first, initially what they do is they will come for someone close to you, like a friend or something like that in a workplace. They come for your friend and you don't stand for what's right, okay? When they come for your friend, you're like, oh, well, at least I'm safe, and you try to befriend them and be nice with them. Guess who they're going to come for next? It's you, because they've realized that, well, you don't have any backbone. And I remember, you guys, in my last workplace, I had a friend, okay? This friend was like such a people pleaser. Meanwhile, on the other hand, I will not be rude out of nowhere. I will not disrespect superiors out of, nowhere. But I do know also my boundaries, to a point where I'm like, okay, this is not work related. Now you're overstepping your boundaries and stuff like that. And people don't like people that are honest. And sometimes it would come off as if I'm blunt, or to the people pleasers, I would come off as if I'm rude. But at the same time, I knew when to speak and when not to speak. If something is unfair, I'm calling it out, regardless of who is involved in that entire situation. And when the performance appraisals came, you guys, this boy, like my friend, was shocked. It's like, how come you respect? You got 90-something%, and wow, you are very disrespectful to superiors. How am I getting 50% and I'm doing everything that the superiors are saying, but you are getting 90%? And I'm like, exactly, this is what you get for not having backbone, okay? Because they know that each time I'm like, you're overstepping your boundaries. Probably you're sending me to get your lunch and I don't feel like getting it, and it's not in my contract to get you your lunch, to go and buy lunch for you. So if I call you that on that, if I call you out on that, you will know where the limits are. You will know that if you unfairly grade me, I'm going to come and contest that grading. And this is what Lil Wayne failed to master, okay? That the more you show your enemies that when, your loved one is attacked, you won't say anything, they will lose all respect for you. This is why people that are perceived as difficult to deal with, this is why they are respected, you guys, because sometimes people really do play with you. And Lil Wayne has been nice to these guys, has been nice to these people, has been cordial to these people, even throughout them constantly attacking his protege. He has always kept it professional with them, and this is the reward that he's getting for being nice. Okay, and the way that Joe Budden and his co-hosts are speaking about Lil Wayne is very sickening, in my own opinion. They are reducing him to nothing. They are exalting Kendrick Lamar to this place, and up to now, I'm still baffled at how people are still gagged by this man when literally he lied about Drake having a child, but no one is calling that out. Everybody's acting like that did not happen, and now the more I'm looking deep into his music and him coming out later and saying that Not Like Us is about me, it's not about Drake. I'm beginning to look at him sideways, honestly. And when you actually look at the depth of the lyrical content, it's more about shock value. It's more about shock value. It's not really about the pen and the artistry. It's shock value and a bunch of rhymes and a bunch of slogans, in my own opinion. That's what I'm now beginning to get from that, because it's becoming too much. Okay, this is becoming too much. Yeah, let's see how everything is going to turn out. But at the end of the day, the same industry benefited Drake. The same boss, in my own opinion, did benefit him, and now he's just crying because, well, it's another person that is being done to. And I would like to say, for the record, amongst the three of them, Lil Wayne, Kendrick, and Drake, this is now becoming just drama for me, because I do know that the same way that Drake felt untouchable is the same way that Kendrick is feeling untouchable right now. But sooner or later, when he realizes that his value has appreciated as an artist, and he wants more from the system, from the industry, they're also going to do him the same way that they did Drake. So it's a cycle. Like, whoever is being hyped up in that moment is the one who feels like he's untouchable. So I don't have any sides in this. I mean, I love Lil Wayne, but I'm just gonna look at how everything is going to play out. So I will insert what Joe Budden and his co-host have had to say, you guys. And when I tell you that is very disrespectful, it's so sad. Hey. Anyway, the next thing that we are going to be talking about, we're going to talk about Bebe defending, Nicki Minaj. And I was like, okay, this is such a nice gesture. She was complaining about something on her Twitter, and somebody came and said, leave the C rants to Nicki Minaj unprovoked, okay? And you guys want me to be convinced that there are no boss that work extra hard to just bring in this woman in every situation. Like, this had absolutely nothing to do with her, but in comes some person saying that leave the C rants to Nicki Minaj. And then she responded and said, wow, blocking your negative behind, because listen, why are you being like this? Like, why are you bringing this woman, into my complaint that I have that has got nothing to do with her? Okay. And the industry is a very interesting, space, you guys. And sometimes when you don't know much about what happens behind the scenes, it's easy to come out here and, be like, oh, well, this is what's happening. Just because a major blog posted that, you go with that, just because both on the internet. And that's the thing. A lot of our thoughts are directed and are led by bots. Okay, a bot will literally come out here and plant an idea in your mind on Twitter and say that this person is such a horrible person, and everybody is on that H train. And a bot will actually come and plant the idea that Lil Wayne cannot go against Kendrick Lamar, and oh my God, all of us are on that bandwagon. A bot will come and plant the idea that Kendrick Lamar is the biggest artist ever in this world, and you don't even take your time to realize that when he's not really dissing people, is there that much hype around him? Okay, I'm not saying that he's not a great artist, but this new God, rap God stature that people are giving him is very questionable to me. It's becoming very artificial, very planted-y, if you get what I'm saying. Yeah. And people will just go with the flow, and people will just go with what robots want them to believe, and the perception that the industry wants them to have. Now, the next thing that we're going to be talking about, the Transformer is out there. Um, honestly, with this girl, I don't even know what to say, okay? Because she's out there spiraling and letting us know what her finances look like. I do get that she was trying to drive home the point that, well, even though I'm not releasing music, I will still post my endorsements so that I can get money. But the way that she starts to articulate all of that and the way she turns that into like a sermon of how many bills she has to pay. Oh my God, I'm investing. And I'm like, what do you think everyone else is doing? Everyone else is actually investing. All of these people, all of these celebrities that are getting money are investing. So why are you making it seem like you're doing something special? People post endorsements all the time. I mean, even Bongo 2 has got a couple of endorsements as well. And you could tell that she was throwing subtle shade at Bongo 2 because her fans were like, look at how Bongo 2 is working. Why are you, Bongo 1, the transformer, not also putting in effort in your music, just like Bongo 2 is doing? You guys know that she recently released a video with Flo Milli, and she was throwing subliminal saying that, oh my God, I've gotta invest. I'm gonna do this. Let me tell you something. I grew up around D dealers. Oh my God. And this is like, just listening to her, I'm just like, oh, what exactly is your point? Because sometimes she just gets lost in ranting and telling us about she explains herself way too much. Okay, way too much. Like, we don't need to know things about your inner finances. I mean, if we want to work for you, if we want to be in your finances, we would let you know. Okay, we are not your financial advisors. We like oh my God. And then in the same breath, she's like, well, the music is going to definitely come. I've got no choice. And in another breath, she's like, I won't release any music. I don't care. No one can force me to release me. And I'm just like, oh, which one is it? Which one is it exactly? Okay, so I will insert that as well after the Joe Budden clip. And you guys, I just want you to pay attention to the tone of that podcast and let me know what exactly it is giving. Let me know if it's not giving that there is an agenda somewhere to erase Young Money. And honestly, if it's erased, it's okay. I know that my favorite will still be standing because she has gone through the worst. This is not even the beginning of what she has gone through, but she still remained solid. So I'm not worried about her. I mean, if Lil Kim and Lil Wayne and Drake cannot hold their own, then I mean, it is what it is. Okay. So I will insert that, and thank you very much, you guys, for watching, and thank you very much for making it this far. If you have not already, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button and do turn on the notification bell so that you will be notified each and every time that I post. Until my next one, see you.
We know he's correct. If you're trying to unite the hood, you can't leave him out.
Yeah, can't.
Can't leave him out. Yo, before we leave this, Kendrick, I am hearing that somebody went in the studio after they heard this album.
I wonder who that would be.
I'm hearing that
Say it.
I'm hearing that somebody picked up the phone, tried to call and see what the energy was. I'm hearing that Kendrick didn't answer.
Well, he told us in his letter, I go without a phone for months anyway. Don't call my phone.
Yeah, but if I'm calling you rapper to rapper and you don't answer, it's like what Mark told.
Yeah.
Now I'm going in the booth. You have until I get in that booth
to hit
me back.
I don't want to hit you back. Nigga. Go in the booth. Go in the booth.
Let's stay there for a second.
Are we talking about Wayne?
Yes. I'm hearing that Wayne went in the booth.
Oh, Lord.
Love Wayne.
Somebody. All right, hold on.
With her feelings?
Pause. I've been hearing y'all whispers, but we're not gonna act like Wayne.
Yeah,
coming to play. I've been hearing y'all whispers. I mean, I know Kendrick was on the high. I rock with him, but Wayne not coming to play. Let's not play around.
What history shows you that?
I ain't got no
What
evidence.
history tells you that Wayne ain't coming to play?
I can't do the musical with you more than me.
I'm just asking.
You gonna kill me?
What Wayne verse in his entire career tells you he ready to dance?
That's all I'm saying.
They pointing to his Rap City freestyle. They talking to him.
The one that live from the 504? What he said, I don't have time to deal with Willie the Squid?
Yeah.
That's not going to work against Kendrick Lamar.
I'm aware. I'm just telling you what they're pointing to. You ask the question. I'm just trying to have the convo.
You come from that. You love them.
That's
all it is. You really a traitor, huh?
How am I? I'm a realist. I'm gonna tell the truth.
Well, they pointing to that little segment where it seemed like a lot of this from what mixtape was that was aiming at Hove.
Well, he had on a Freaky Zeke Beat Without Bass record where he says, you old ass rappers better stay on tour. You like 44? I got a 44. Yeah. I'm 24. I can murk you and come on when I'm 44.
Yeah.
Nice little 4-4 flip.
That's fire.
Come on,
that is fire.
It's a
freeze.
That's fire.
That is fire.
It's fire to you hear Kendrick. I'm just saying that's not elite battle rapper bars. It's a dope. I liked it, but I'm just saying like Wayne has never demonstrated that he's ready for.
Wait, Mark, you just said Cassidy, bro. Like what? That's my man.
Like, bro. Again.
What?
I'm just saying what he said.
Don't say Cassidy today.
The Philadelphia.
This is one of the most important podcasts we've ever recorded. Don't Bahama DM me to death. Shout out to them. What are you saying?
Please tell me how.
I don't know what that means.
Yo, dog.
Who's dog? Ice?
Rappers are rappers, right? Mm-hmm. Some really, really, really rap.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Wayne is one of them. But some of them can't battle.
Elite, how do you know that?
That's what I'm saying. We don't know. That's all I'm saying.
So don't just discount it. In the next 20 years, I'm sure they could sit down and write some on paper that's going to be compelling.
Wayne has had issues with how many people over the years. I'm just asking you, what have you seen from Wayne?
We don't.
That tells you that he can jump in the ring with Kendrick Lamar. I'm asking, it's like when you see a nigga, or you see, I seen him knock before I seen him tussle with him, he got hands. Or I don't know if he got hands. People are speaking about Wayne like he is not to be on a verbal exchange side of things in rap. And I don't, I just want to know why.
Let me tell you what you can do.
Tell me that you guys should. No, I love money. I need money. I love money. I want money. I smell money. I breathe money. I think about money. And I don't ever want to run out of money. You want to know why I never want to run out of money? Because let me tell you something. I don't ever want to tell you this little story, right? But I grew up around a lot of dealers. I'm Dominican. That's all I'm going to say. I grew up around a lot of dealers. And I grew up with dealers that had a lot of money. You know what that do? They used to spend all their money. And when people used to tell drug dealers, hey, invest money on a business, invest money on this, invest money on that, they never did it. So, guess what? When they got arrested and got deported, they left with nothing. No house, no car, no business, no nothing. They spend the money in the club, they spend the money on they spend the money on the clothes, they spend the money on the cars. So I have a hustler mentality, right? I'm going to make money around every revenue. You guys, I don't know if you guys know this, but every four months, every so, I get a big fat check of all the songs that I drop. Ain't that right, Daryl? We get a nice check. Everybody that was involved in the album, we all get a nice check. So I still get paid money for my business, for my music alone. And you know what? I'm always getting offering to do shows. However, I don't want to do shows because you're right. I do only got own music, but music is my biggest revenue. I get paid $1.5 million to do shows in America. And it's depending on the venue, because if the venue is big, I gotta get $2 million. If I'm going out of the state, I'm getting 2.5. So it's always, my music is always the biggest, is my biggest cash flow. My biggest cash flow. However, if people is giving me money to promote something, I'm gonna take the money. Do you wanna know why? Because there's bills there's bills and there's something to be paid every single day. Even if I don't step out the house, there's bills to pay every single day. I have cleaning services in my crib 5 days a week. I have 24-hour security in my house. 24-hour security. 24-hour security. I don't drive, so I need 24 hours car service. I have 3 kids, so I have to pay my nanny. My cousin help me with the kids. I pay her $3,500 for culture. I pay my nanny for my baby $700 a day for my baby. I have a house manager that she comes every day in the daytime. She has to get paid. Also, every single time I go out, every time I step out, do y'all want to know that every single time I step out, just hair and makeup is about $4,000, $5,000, depending on the length of the hair. Just hair and makeup. That's not even an outfit. So let's just add an outfit. My outfits don't even be less than $8,000, just so I can step out the house. Let's make that clear. Then on top of that, right? I have friends. I have family that I have to help. I have friends. I have family that I have to help. Just today, Just today alone. The other day I had to put a retainer for my friend because he's locked up. I had to pay a $15,000 retainer. Then today I had to pay him $15,000 for bail. And then I'm looking for another lawyer for another friend that is locked up that I gotta pay their lawyer's fee. But you know what? Those are my friends. I love them down. Some people I grew up with, some people that I don't know they are my friends. I have to help out all the time. Sometimes people need help with the bills. My trees, I'm putting on my in my house. My trees alone, my Christmas decoration alone is $50,000. In October alone, I spent about $2 million just on my gifts for myself because you know what? I'm divorced, I'm single, and shopping makes me feel good. Each of my bags cost me about $65,000. I spent $300,000 on Pristine, and I spent $295,000 on Leonte. Okay? And let's not add the bags. Let's not add the purses. I'm an expensive bitch, so I'm gonna get the breach any way possible. So don't fucking here and tell me, oh, you're doing this, but you're not doing that, bitch. It took me 1 minute to do a video that TikTok told me to do, and they paid me for it. And not only that, but why would I? If TikTok asked me to do something, I'm going to do it. You wanna know why? Because they are a big part of the music industry, and they pay me really well to do that TikTok concert. And they're really nice people. They're really nice people to work with. And if you treat me nice, I'm gonna treat you nice. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. This is how I know that if some of y'all be little kids and don't even know how to do business with people, why would I ship with TikTok? Why are you telling me, why am I doing something for TikTok? Blah, blah, blah. You sound pathetic. Grow up. Be a business person. Hello? Are you dumb? My kids alone are expensive. That's why I told her, like, listen, you gotta give me at least $30,000 a month for these motherfuckers. He agree. I hate these fucking glitter fairies. What the are you talking about? I thought Cardi's a girl. She's mad that even cars are flourishing more than her. Like, what the are you talking about? Did I talk about any here? No. Only shit I said is bitch was playing with me when I was pregnant, which was clear. Other than that, what the are you talking about? How many times I gotta tell you that I don't give a about what nobody else and what anybody is doing? Yeah. I hate y'all. Like it's like everything y'all be trying to make it a something. This is why people say don't even talk anymore. This is gonna get to the point that no celebrity is gonna talk to y'all. Is gonna with y'all. Is gonna let y'all know. I give it 2 years when your favorite celebs are gonna stop going on social media, on Instagram or live. I don't know if y'all noticed, people are more and more backing down off Twitter because y'all make everything a issue. And then y'all gonna start saying like, oh, because y'all just be instigating. Y'all like fucking roaches. Like y'all just don't fucking stop. What the fuck are you talking about? I can't even have a fucking conversation with my fucking fans without y'all motherfucker. It's time to make some shit up. Shut the fuck up. What are you talking about? And why the fuck is you on my live? Why are you on my fucking spaces? Why the fuck is you here? Glitter bombs. Making everything about anything. God damn. Y'all will really fucking take a word and twist it the fuck up. Go twist your rib, your wrist till it burns. Anybody ever twist your rib, your wrist before?
Wait, hold on. Let me drink this water.
Like, we need a clue, a snippet, like a month date, something, because we waited 5 years for this.
I know. No, it's gonna come, and everything is gonna make sense. Everything is gonna make sense. Everything is gonna make sense. Everything is just gonna make sense. Everything is gonna be great. Everything is gonna be amazing. Y'all gonna see. I swear to God. I know I say that all the time, but I swear that on everything. Like I have no choice but to put it out. You know what I'm saying? Like I really just have no choice. Like it's all coming. Everything is coming at the same time. Like everything is coming at the same time. You got a sexy voice. You got a brother.